Well, Ron is so glad that you made it. Hope the trip was pleasant. The weather turned out for us. We have a beautiful setting, as you can see. And now we'd like to sort of ask you a few questions and just get you sort of ready and pumped up. When you first started Toastmasters, give us some insights of some of the challenges for starting that club. You're one of the original chartered members.
Yes, the challenge was that hardly any of the 60 plus people who expressed an interest in forming a speakers bureau for the company, they didn't know what they were going to be faced. And as it was quite soon evident when we met formally, some of the more sensitive individuals couldn't take criticism. And they venomously challenged any kind of comments about their deportment, their dress, or their presentation. And they didn't last too long. So they probably were joining Toastmasters for other reasons that we were.
Today we have technology where we can videotape and capture your speech. When I send you the link and we have it on our YouTube channel, who are you going to share it with?
Probably my grandchildren, and they with their friends. As Toastmasters, as we've talked before, Bill, made a huge difference in my life, and the Ralph C. Smedley Fund will be enhanced upon when I go to the podium in the sky for the differences it made in my life. The reasons, of course, that we are all striving for is better health, wealth in a way, but to be content. Wealth doesn't bring contentment necessarily, but Toastmasters has provided me the tools that were reduced to challenge to accomplish those goals. And the way we treat each other is the most important. Our others, our family, and our friends is the second most important thing other than maintaining our health.
Well, you mentioned health a couple times here, so I have to ask, you survived throat cancer, you survived a heart attack. How are you feeling today?
I feel pretty good, and if you match me, Bill, we'll do 35 push-ups right now. What do you think about that?
Oh my God.
Don't cough.
Yeah, you already got me.
If you forgot me, I had within 9 months a heart attack, throat cancer, and then removing all of the lymph nodes, and then I burst my appendix for good luck. And then, of course, I have other things too. Lost 55 pounds. I've gained back 45 of those 55 pounds. So back in the gym and feeling just great, Bill.
Well, you look great. You look great.
Thank you.
You retired at 40.
Well, I left the company and I lasted 2 years before I had to get involved with something else.
How are you passing time now?
I'm going to be sailing in our Royal Victoria Yacht Club race on Thursday night. I'm going to be visiting my son in Yaletown, and we're going to buy another suite down there. I'm going to visit one of my grandchildren who is a personal trainer tomorrow, and my daughter, 5 grandchildren, and various others and friends. That's how I'm passing my time, and we've got a lovely home on the water in Victoria. We sail off the beach, and life is good.
You live in a beautiful area on Victoria. Today, if you were to give any advice to kids in your community or people who are looking for new careers, what advice would you give them and what fields they should pursue?
The field is, of course, what they could be passionate about. If I have one word of advice, is to keep your eye on the game and not the ball. There's a big difference. And make sure your life is balanced and set your own benchmark, because without a benchmark, whatever it is that suits you, you are like a sailboat without any sails.
Well, hopefully living in Canada, we have the wind at our backs just by being in a free democratic country. Last question for you, Ron. What's the best advice anyone gave you?
Got me. best advice is be careful and watch who's going to provide. Where do you get your integrity? You've got to get integrity somewhere. And some person said to me once, when I joined Habitat for Humanity and we're walking, where did you get your integrity? And I said, it probably started from the spiritual of the church I was brought up in, and the giving that I started at 5 years old. Integrity makes sure it is genuine. That's all I say.
Well, thank you so much for your time. We look forward to your speech, and please pass on your personal trainer to me. I could use some help in that area.
Very good.
My pleasure. And here's my card for that.
Thank you.